everyone. This is Emperor Borges of Psycho Lion from the Galactic Empire today. I thank you all for coming over to this ceremony today. There has been a lot going on in my world for a long time, ever since Herobrine decided to grief my world with withers and all other classified information. Today is going to be different for our ceremony. Usually, there is a lot of promotions, but all that's going to change now for this week. Because two things: technical difficulties from the snow and the wind, and people were just not being active. The good news is that some people said that they're out because of the power outages. But yes, I understand about power outages very well, since I also had one. There are times that if you don't be active on purpose and you were caught online, that's a whole different story. But if you say that there's a power outage and I see you're offline, that is valid. That is a validation excuse. That is okay. But if I ever hear going around like saying there's a power outage and you're still online, it's unacceptable because you have data that's used on your phone. Even though I don't know what you're going through, you gotta tell me otherwise, so that I can know before it all happened. But shifts are usually more requiring when there's no storm, or no, like you probably name it, no school. If you are busy with families, I can understand, but if it's friends, I can find that very invalid, because when you plan on to go out with your friends, a lot of times more than joining Imperial stuff, it's like you're neglecting your own rank from actually being responsible to it. And I don't appreciate that. And that's something that the Empire does not appreciate at all. And so, the people who I call out, remember, I will call your name, and if your name is on demotions or promotions, it's either you're not in trouble. For demotions, I meant. For demotions, for two reasons. If you are not in trouble because if you talk to me about something, or it's technical issues, though, that stuff is not your fault, and that stuff will be accounted for you. And if you happen to be demoted and you haven't shown up for shift in more than like a week or 2 weeks, we're gonna have a talk, because that's problems right there. And if you know and you're not active on shift, don't even question me why you're demoted, because you know exactly why you're demoted. And we made especially rules that implied for chat and game. If either of these rules get violated heavily, that is a fine of a demotion. So yeah, for the people that are demoted for being in trouble for inactivity are going to be such as follows: Michaela DeBonte to Sergeant First Class, Donald Turner for General, Kaylee Gonzalez for Commodore, Anthony Manley for First Lieutenant, Abigail for Vice Admiral, and for non-trouble demotions, because we have to fix our ranks and organize them correctly, Ezra will be Governor, Jamal Crowder will be Vice Governor, Seth will be Second Moth, and Ricky will be First Moth. The reason why I demoted you guys in a non-trouble convention is because our ranks were misunderstandable, and so we had to rearrange our ranks and positions to make sure that our chain of command is a better understanding. There is no such thing as Command First Moth or Command Second Moth unless we have over 250 people. There, as it said, so yeah, that is all I'm going to be demoting. So pretty much, Michaela, Donald, Haley, Anthony, Abby, you guys have to explain why you didn't show up on shift. Because I haven't got a message from you guys saying we haven't shown up on shift. That's all I can do. If you don't explain, you're keeping that rank forever until you earn it again. For Michaela, it's a whole different reasoning. But the people that are going to be promoted because of their extraordinary work and the actual hard dedication of action that they pull into times, and some is randomly excusable. So like, I'm gonna be promoting those who have valid excuses and extraordinary integrity of hard work. Just about it. For actually trying their best to do hard work and always pulling them up to show what they can do the best. That is what we want. We want you to do what you can do on shift. And with that being said, the people who I'm promoting: promotion to assistant moth, Dylan Southworth. Promotion to moth, Alex Bryan. Promotion to grand moth, Ari Gonzalez. Congratulations for those who are promoted. You guys have done an extraordinary job. You always taking care of yourselves with family to always get through this powerful storm. And you guys are extraordinary examples of what a snowtrooper can do. If you can make it, and do what you can do most. But if you have an excuse, it has to be a validation. If you're sick, if you have no power, and proving that you have no power with cellular data. But if you don't have cellular data, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's on you. But yeah. If you guys have any questions, concerns, reach out a comment or DM me on my Facebook or Instagram. For some of you that know it, that's only for stormtroopers and like troopers that have to know. For troopers, you have to like go into the Facebook. For those that are 18 and older, go and chat, and that's when I get me questioned, and I'll be looking at your questions safely. And most importantly, I am not forcing anyone to show up on shift, but if you can't show up on shift, that is the reason why you're demoted. Your choice. Would you rather join shift and keep your rank, or get demoted? That's it. So yeah. I've never done this before, but lesson of the day: life has infinite choices. There is no right or wrong choice in this scenario. If you can't make up the shift with an invalid excuse, that's your choice. But if you can make it to shift with an excuse saying that you're sick or proving that the power is out, that's good. That's all I need. And that's pretty much it. So that is all for my video. Again, congratulations for those who earned their proper rank. And I got one more thing to announce. Is that in the chain of command, there's going to be tons of changes. So our new director for the Death Star is Ari Gonzalez. Our new deputy director of the Death Star, which will be Alex Bryan, which is Elena Barnez. And our assistant director of the Death Star is going to be Dylan Southworth. And thank you for making this request, Jamal. And I hope that you'll be able to feel better and come up on shift like you promised today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. FYI, for those troopers that are not active, make up today's shift that's coming at 4 p.m. If you don't, I need to see a proper excuse. If not, I will invalidate it. That's not my problem. That's certainly yours, but it's your choice. I'm not forcing you to get on shift. I'm giving you a reason to come into shift. But if you have an excuse for that reason, by all means, message it. Because in rules, it's going to be changed. In rules, if you don't have a proper excuse and it's invalid, you're going to be in trouble. It's not bad, but it's a little bit of trouble. So, alright guys. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Congratulations on all your success. And every day of the now, and then we hail to the Empire. Subscribe for more Empire content of Minecraft. Peace.